Lot about New Zealand on this show in the last couple of years, from their ridiculous Prime Minister John Key to the public competition to design a new flag featuring these actual entries. We talked about them so much, we were going to have a moratorium on discussing New Zealand on this show until this happened.
Protests at Waitangi against the Trans-Pacific Partnership reached climax today when Economic Development Minister Stephen Joyce was hit in the face with a sex toy. Without the Prime Minister, there was meant to be no drama. But then, this. Yes, that is what you think it is. Stephen Joyce hit with a sex toy.
Step aside, Citizen Kane. There is a new greatest film in town. And listen, while the slow-motion footage is undeniably funny, it's actually not as funny as the natural sound of it bouncing off his nose. Take a listen.
We always take something away from every meeting we have. Oh.
I think my favourite part of that is his unruffled surprise at being hit in the face with a dildo. As if it either happens to him all the time, or at the very least, he anticipated it would inevitably happen someday. And to New Zealand's credit, the woman who threw that toy was not charged with anything. This is her face as she was led away. She does not look sorry. And if you threw something at a politician in this country, you'd be dead before the dildo hit the ground. Also, New Zealand's media has taken to calling Stephen Joyce Dildo Baggins. A play on words which, frankly, should be awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. And yet, we were still reluctant to cover this story until, incredibly, our hand was forced.
Even Mr. Joyce saw the funny side, taking to Twitter and jokingly encouraging someone to send the footage to American comedian John Oliver so, quote, we can get it over with.
It's true. This is his tweet. And you know what? You know what, Stephen Joyce? You're right. You're right. This was inevitable, Stephen Joyce. As inevitable as a large, floppy rubber cock smacking you in the face. So let's, in your words, get this over with, although I think we both know this will never be over for you. Your entire life will now be viewed through a dildonic prism. For instance, this seemingly innocuous tweet you sent last month of vegetables from your garden. You want to know what people picture when they see that now? Dildos, Joyce. Freshly harvested dildos. Also, let's all agree New Zealand's flag debate should now be over. Because if you want an image that sums up everything great about New Zealand, this is the flag right here. What Olympic team would not be proud to march beneath that? And we didn't just mop that up, New Zealand. We got one made and sent it to your country and gave it to one of your greatest sons, Peter Jackson. And if you don't believe me, watch this.
Hey, John. This is Peter Jackson down here in New Zealand. What do you think of the new dildo flag? What do you think, John? The people have spoken. Once again, New Zealand punches above its weight.
Indeed you have, New Zealand, but guess what? We're not even done yet. Because if you're going to try and bait me, Joyce, into a response, prepare for the nuclear option. I present to you a choir singing about your dildo incident to the tune of the Hallelujah Chorus. Yes? Is this what you wanted, Stephen Joyce? Is this what you wanted?